Welcome to your upper body 15-minute workout. Now, what we're going to do with this workout is we're going to actually isolate the smaller muscles. What we've done in the other workouts, if you've done them already, is we've really tried to launch into the larger muscle groups. So this is a great workout on its own, but it's an even better workout if you have time to add it on to one of the others, which was more of all of the others are multi-joint workouts. This is the only one where we're really isolating. So even the leg workout you did, you were using lots of different muscles. So without further ado, let's get on our mats. We're going to start on our mats. And also just to say, for upper body, I would always have a lighter set of dumbbells handy because you're probably going to need them. Okay, so get yourself onto all fours. And we're just going to start by pushing the floorboards away, pressing the shins into the mat. Take an inhale breath through the nose and just round into a cat stretch for me, because we want to make sure our backs and our shoulders, there's a lot of emphasis on shoulders with this workout. We're going to do that again. So tuck the tailbone under, rounding through, I should say, and then release. So we're really isolating shoulders, biceps, and triceps here today. And release 2 more times. And release 1 more time. Exhale, round. And release, and try and come to a neutral spine. Really zip up the abdominals. Now, your left arm, with a turn of the palm, we reach like you're shaking someone's hand, bring it back and switch. Although we're focusing on doing our workout, before we get there, I want you to notice how this feels for your back, for your shoulders rather, as you do this. Some people really struggle with this. So keep doing it, but don't force it. But when we do things like an overhead press, this is a similar movement. We're mimicking that movement. Now try doing this with a tighter core and see if that helps you. 3 more, 3, 2 more, 2, 1 more, 1. Okay, we're going to tuck the toes under, pike up, and walk the hands back. You'll notice I haven't spent very much time at all on mobilizing. You've got your mobility video to do if you need to. Release that and just come and face me. And we're just going to open up the chest and the shoulders. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to always tell you whether I'm picking up my lighter or my heavier weights. My heavy weights are my 5 kilos, and I'm about to go and grab those. So they're on the floor. We're going to pick up our weights. Okay, how does an Arnold press look? We're going to start by making sure our feet are truly grounded, tummy muscles nice and tight. And we're going to bring our weights to face us in front like so. So from a side view, that's how I look. Now already it's quite strong here. Now we're going to punch the sky and pull down. Just like we were doing, you can start with me when you're ready. But what's happening is you're bringing the dumbbell all the time back into this front position. So the arm that stays down is still tense and still working. You've got to keep your core super strong to help support you through these moves. Tummy nice and tight. Now punch the sky. Try not to allow the shoulder to lift. That's also, by the way, why we're doing these super slow. 2 more and 1 more, and take a breather. Have a rest. We're going to superset that one with a reverse fly. Now I am going to pick up my lighter weights for a reverse fly. So we're going to repeat these 2 exercises as a set. Now this is how your reverse fly looks. We're in a hinge position, feet parallel. We come into the hinge, and I always like to put the edge of my dumbbells together like so, because that makes it really easy to find that shape. So tummy tight, open up and pull down. If you feel like this is a bit too much, this is a great one to do without the weights, by the way, because the position for the shoulders is so good. It's so good for your posture. 5. We're aiming for 12 reps, by the way. I didn't say that, but that's what we're doing. 6, 5, 4. There's no push-ups, by the way. We've done all those. That's definitely more of a compound move. 1, and then just take a breather. But my shoulders are exhausted from those push-ups. Okay, take a little moment just to breathe. Okay, in a moment, we're going to pick up those weights again. ready for your Arnold press. Just aware, we don't want to make our bodies think we're doing a cardio class. That's why I always say the same thing, I know. I'm very boring. All right, let's get set. We're going to find that shape, that setup for your Arnold press. So we're here and we're going to take it away. Push and bring it down. Push. So it's actually only 4 exercises in this workout. 8 more. 8, 7. It's quite nice to do that when you're working small muscle groups. 5. Just to repeat similar movement patterns so we can really fatigue the muscle. 2 more. Always bringing the weight in front of your face with tension. That's it. And then just release. Go ahead and pick up your lighter weights. So we just don't want to we want minimal rest between these, and then we'll have a little bit more of a breather next time. Okay, we're going to hinge at the hips. Remember to bring the edge of your dumbbells together, and then we open out to the side. Feel free to watch the angle that my weights fall into. You should be able to see your dumbbells always in your peripheral vision. Remember, if this is too much for you, drop the weight. It's still a fantastic, really healthy, functional movement for you. 6 more, here we go. 6, tummy nut really tight here, please. If the back doesn't love it, come up, take a break. 1 more, 1, and breathe. Okay, take a slightly longer pause. We are doing that set again. So we're going to do the 3rd and final set, and then we're going to move on to something else, something a bit more fun. Well, not fun, something more unique. We're going to be on the mat kneeling in just a moment. Okay, another few more seconds. And then we're going to get ready to go. I know these breaks are tedious, but we need to have them. Also, by the way, just to make you feel any better, by having longer rests, it helps you avoid injury because we're not going to be pounding our muscle beyond. We're going to make sure that it has a nice rest, and then we're going to reset. We're also going to make sure we hit our protein after. Okay, let's get set. Protein is going to be a great way to help you avoid injury, by the way. Okay, let's set up our tummy muscles, switching on. We're back in our Arnold press. Here we go. Now, you might be tempted to think, couldn't I just do double arms? This is actually one of those exercises where I prefer you to do it like this. I think it's nice to have that arm under constant tension while it's waiting. I think that's really nice. And I think also the technique is easier to refine because this is not an easy exercise. It's much easier to refine with single arm. So if I was doing this on my own in the gym, this is what you would see me doing. I would not do anything different here. Right, I know we've done a few more reps. Let's do it. 4. This is our final set. 3. Now we're not going to have a rest between this one and the next exercise. You've got enough time just to pick up your weights, and then we're going to have a bumper rest after this. So get ready, feet parallel. Abs on, lean forwards, take it away. Open up and aiming for 12. Do what you can. I do sometimes find with upper body, some people need fewer reps because it's just harder. We weren't conditioned as kids really to strengthen our upper bodies. And it can take a bit longer if you've just started weight training. So go with your body, please. Absolutely fine. 4 and 3 and sometimes it's just about learning the pattern, isn't it? And done. Take a rest. So you might just want to practice those movements without the weight in your hand, and that's totally fine. The bonus of using weights, by the way, is keeping up your grip strength. Grip strength is a really good test of longevity, just like that sit down, stand up you may have seen me do before. Okay, in fact, we'll do that in a second. What you want to have with you now is, I think actually both sets of weights on the floor with you. So I'm actually going to get that ready. We're coming down onto the mat into a kneeling position. Kneeling is also really, first of all, it's just different. It's unique, so the body gets a bit confused. But also, it's much safer for the back if we're lifting weights. So what we're going to do on the floor here is we're going to do a set of kind of rotation hammer curls or rotation bicep curls. We're going to really isolate the biceps, but we also want to do the opposite, which is isolate the triceps. I know you're all going to love this one because I get lots of requests for this. So I'm going to start with my heavy weights. I think I'm going to be okay with the heavy weights, but you do you. By the way, if you don't love being on your knees, of course you can do this all standing. What's nice about the knees is you've got the shins behind you, which just gives you a bit more balance as well. So we're going to start by feeling strong through the arms. Tuck the tailbones under. You've got your palms like you're holding your shopping bags or luggage. You're holding your weights in towards you like a farmer's carry, and then we rotate. And hopefully, because I've got you kneeling, hopefully you are not swinging your hips backwards and forwards. But there's quite a bit of work for the core and the glutes here. But as I say, if you're not loving being on your knees, stand. It's just nice to give the body a little bit of confusion every now and again. So by doing something unique, your body's going, oh, what's she up to? I need to adapt. We need to, build more muscle. All right, 5 more. I don't find these easy at all. 5, you can probably see me struggling. 4, tummy tight. 3 more. So by rotating, getting a nice unique burn. Let's do 1 more. And we're going to superset with the next exercise. So I'm going to put one of my weights down and I'm going to hold on to my 5 kilo like so. Stretch your arms up to the sky. And we're going to do here just a gentle tuck of the tailbone. So my hips are not relaxed. And we're going to take it into a tricep extension. A really simple exercise, but a goodie. Elbows sharp. If I face you dead on, the elbows sharp. Now we want to almost feel like the elbows are squeezing together. Imagine you've got a Pilates ball between your elbows and you're kind of squeezing into the ball as you lift up. Actually, no, as you bend. So as you bend, you're squeezing and then you fully extend. 4, 3, press it up. 2, and 1, and done. And the nice thing here is you can just sit on your heels while we rest. Okay, doing really well with that one. Nearly there, nearly done. So when we work smaller muscles, it's less taxing on the whole body, but it's so much harder in some ways because you're really feeling that burning. We want to get set. Make sure you're completely back to normal with your breath so we can get ready with your next set. Okay, pick up the weights. Tuck the tailbone under, and here we go. Curl, and then bring it in. And curl with a rotation. Curl. Tummy tight, don't lose those abs. And of course you can stand at any point if you need to. 6, 5, 4, nearly there. 3, and 2, and 1. And then just release it. Okay, get rid of one weight. Let's pick up the other one. Stretch your arms up to the sky. Tuck your tailbone under and off we go. Push up. I'm going to face you. Try and face you. It's always hard to hit those angles. Down and up. Down and up. We go. 4, 3. Look down slightly rather than straight ahead. 2. Try to fully extend the arm and down. If you're not sure about the angle for that one, just practice doing it without the weight so you can get that feeling of fully extending the tricep each way because you want a full length each way. Okay, take a breather. We're about to get set. As always, we won't have time for a big cool down, so make sure that you take your time to do some slow stretches at the end. We're about to get reset. Want to make sure the heart rate is completely calm. I know these are tedious, but they really work. Right now, your muscles are starting to go into some kind of repair. So by having these rests, your muscles get a chance to adapt. Okay, let's get set with your final set. Pick up those weights. If you're not happy being on the knees any longer, feel free to stand. You can do all of this standing. Tuck the tailbone under, strong arms. Here we go. Full rotation. Of course, you might at this point need to drop the weights or do half the set with your heavy weights and then finish off with your lighter weights. We don't want to miss out on these isolation moves. They are really good. I love compound moves and I use them mostly, but there is definitely a lot of time and a place for these ones. 5 more. Also feel that grip strength. I don't love sometimes at this point the hand strength, the hand pain kicks in before anything else. 2 more. So we're even strengthening that muscle, the muscles in your hands. 1 more time. Oh, okay, release that. This is not easy, is it? Let's grab that weight. We're taking the arms up to the sky. Do what you can here. Aim for between 8 and 12. If you're feeling like you're not finding it as hard as me, maybe if you have a heavier weight, go and grab it. This is 3 more if you're doing 8. Tuck the tailbone under, please. Don't hang back into the back. Drop that gaze. Now, if you're with me and you've got 4 more in you, let's do it. This is your final round. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. You are done. Just roll out the shoulders. Just have a little, I can't leave you without something. Can't bring myself to do it. And switch. Okay, some thread the needles would be great right now. Some tricep stretches as well. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you at the next one.